I should be actively listening. And by active listening, what I mean is it is fully engaging with both verbal and non-verbal messages. You are fully engaged verbally and non-verbally. We normally talk of non-verbal cues. Non-verbal cues. Sometimes you can nod your head. Sometimes you can even use your face. Sometimes you can even your any part of you can use any part of your body appropriately without talking, but it should not be intimidating. So you fully engage, and the client can note that. And when you fully engage, when the client is talking, you are able to pick those verbal and non-verbal cues. And it makes the advantage of active listening, if I may mention, it makes the clients feel appreciated and heard and also understood. Three things. In fact, when we use active listening, it is very, very emotional for the client. They feel heard, they feel understood, they feel appreciated. Those are the three things that the clients may acquire. I may even note them here. They feel heard, they feel appreciated, and they feel the client, they feel heard, understood. Very important. And you win them. In fact, you win the client. When a client feels heard, not hard of the ear, hard is like at least you value them. You know, in counseling, words have meanings. Appreciated. You make them feel like they are good, they are human beings. You understand them. You get into their world. The clients are able to feel very nice, and they are able to move on with the session. Who can add something else that when we use active listening can be acquired? Apart from clients feel heard, they feel appreciated, understood. Any other thing that the client can feel?
They feel like you are in the same page with them.
Very good. They feel like you are in the same page with them. Though you may not be experiencing the same things, they feel we are together in this. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. They feel lifted. Someone is saying they feel lifted. Yeah, they feel elevated in the spirit. And please note some of these things we are talking about. Note them somewhere. In your notebook, in your laptop, you can note some of these things we say. They may not be in the notes they feel hopeful. Thank you. They feel hopeful. They feel that life has meaning. You know, when we listen to people, they feel life has meaning. We are optimistic. There is a tomorrow, and so forth. Thank you for your input. Yes, trust board. I like that. There is a board. Yeah, there is a trust board. They develop trust. That's powerful. Thank you. They now start trusting you. We can walk this journey together. In fact, they say within themselves, this journey we can walk together. In fact, yesterday and today I had a client, a student, and when he came to me, he looked very fearful and sort of confused. But they feel safe, powerful. And I don't know at the beginning because I made him feel that he is there and I'm going to listen to him. He really opened up. Today he was even brighter. I was so optimistic. So the bond and the trust develops. So let us win our clients, not add. Don't do active listening in a pretentious manner. Just be real, authentic, and genuine. Real, authentic, and genuine. That one is key. You be real, authentic, say what you see, and be genuine. Let them pick what you say and you are genuine. Okay, that is one skill. The second skill is called empathy. Empathy. In counseling, the word empathy means, if I may put a simple word, feeling as if. Feeling as if. Even if we are not in the same situations our clients are, psychologically, let's be in the same world with them. We call it emphatic understanding. I can imagine what you are going through. It must have been very devastating. That is empathy. I can imagine what you have been going through. It must have been very devastating. It must have been a big struggle to cope up with this. You are very emphatic and you are not pretending. You are not pretending. You are telling them it has not been nice. But you are emphatic. You are feeling you. It's like you are with them. It must have been very painful. Tell me more. How are you able to cope with all this despite the pain? They feel good. That is what we call emphatic understanding. It is called empathy. And actually, we say empathy is the ability to understand and share the client's emotions. And you put yourself in their place genuinely. And you have what we call compassion. When you have empathy, we don't have sympathy, but we have compassion. When we have compassion, you feel for other people. Compassion means feeling for others. Feeling like we are other people. Feeling like we are in the situations of other people. When we shall come to the theories, we shall be looking at something we call getting into the phenomenological world of the client. Phenomenological world. Phenomenological, meaning you get into the world of the client, you dive there, it's as if you are with them, because your behavior is really showing that even if I'm not suffering with you, I can try to imagine what you are going through. Okay, understood? Or anybody can add something on empathy? What else can we say on empathy? If you don't mind, maybe you can add something on this. Different people have different diverse ways of interpreting issues. You could be having a different perspective on this, and you can also help me.
Putting
Yes?
yourself on the client's shoes.
Thank you. Powerful, Marianne. Putting yourself in the client's shoes. You might not wear them, but you are putting yourself there. Thank you, Marianne. Put yourself there. Who can tell me how we can put ourselves in their shoes? Anybody who can think of words? Which words can we use to show that we are entering into their shoes? A word. Counselors are creative. We can think of words to show that we are getting into their shoes. Understand? I can imagine. Thank you. Yes. Imagine is the best. Let us avoid the word understand. Maybe we may understand is very abstract. I feel your issue. I feel your issue, yes. Yes, I see you are. You're where you are coming from. Very good. Very good. And sometimes I can imagine. I see. Yes, you can see with the psychological eye. I see. I also respect that word. I see. I can imagine. I am trying to look at your situation, and I can really see the struggle you must have been through. All those words are powerful. Thank you. Thank you for your input, all of you. Let me clap for you. That is empathy. So those are two. Let's go to the third one. The third one is a core skill also. It's called building rapport. It's building rapport. It's a powerful word, building rapport. Basically, when we talk of building rapport, it comes at the introduction. When we are doing the counseling process, we shall be doing the counseling process with time. When we talk of the counseling process, the first stage is building rapport. Rapport means is building trust. Maybe somebody can tell me, how can we build trust in a client? We are not learning the skills just knowing them. How can we be able to build trust in a client?
When
Yes?
can I say something?
Yes, say, Marianne.
Okay, so you can build trust with the client by not being judgmental during the sessions.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, you can tell them they are looking good. You appreciate the way they are composed.
Yes. Thank you.
By
Thank
making
you.
sure that the information they give you remains confidential. They have not to get that information outside from you.
Thank you. Thank you. Confidentiality. Powerful. Thank you very much. Yes. I pick from you very fundamental words here. There is the word judgmental, having what we call an unjudgmental attitude. If you don't judge your client and just take them the way they are, they will trust you. If you talk of confidentiality and the issues we are going to discuss here are between the two of us, confidentiality is also increased. Trust. Then, if you appreciate them, thank you for sharing with me. I really appreciate the far we have gone with you. We have not stayed here for a very long time, but I really appreciate your open-mindedness. And I hope we shall have a good journey together. They feel good. Yes. Ashley, say something.
I wanted to add something because I work with the neurodivergent guys. I was corrected. I was told everyone is neurodiverse, and the ones who are the other ones are neurodivergent. One thing I notice is being patient with them and accepting them as they are. Not when you talk with them, not every time you say, hey, you're suffering from this, but accepting them as they are.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I concur with you. That word you have used is very powerful also. It is called UPL. I don't think you have come across this word. It is because we are going to do it in a theory called person-centered. It is called unconditional positive regard. Accept them unconditionally. Let them also tell you something. Do not jump and be patient. I have picked that word. Patient. Be patient. In fact, we say, and I have this saying for myself.
Can you repeat that statement, unconditional?
Yes.
Yes. There is repeat the statement you talked about, the unconditional something.
Oh, it is called unconditional positive regard. I wish my laptop was okay. Unconditional, just write unconditional, then followed by positive, then regard. Regard. Unconditional positive regard. So U stands for unconditional, P stands for positive, R stands for regard. So these people, you just accept them unconditionally, the way they are. It is called you. It's very therapeutic and it helps you build a quick rapport. Welcome to the session. You can take a seat of your choice. Maybe we can start by introducing ourselves. Naona hiyo UPL vile iko power, bila kupretend. Take a seat of your choice. I'm Elizabeth, a counseling psychologist. May I know your name? Then they give you, which is your preferred name. Then you continue. And when they start sharing, harmonize the issues. Show them that whatever they are saying is not nonsense. Appreciating them and not doing what we are calling flattering. Don't flatter. Okay. Unconditional, positive regard. Thank you. Thank you for asking. I wanted to say something on building rapport. We have said, if I picked correctly from most of you, it's when you are not judgmental, there is confidentiality, there is appreciation, there is acceptance, as I picked from Ashley, and there is also patience, and I have added the UPR. I want to give you something else on building rapport. We have 3 relationship enhancement variables. They are called, if you want to create a good rapport, there are 3 relationship enhancement variables. Variables is VARIABLES. 3 relationship enhancement variables. I hope I remember all of them. It has just come to my mind. One of it is called expertness. Expertness. Number 2 is trustworthiness. Trustworthiness. Number 3 is, what do we call it? I had remembered the attractiveness. Thank you, attractiveness. Thank you, Lord. Attractiveness. They help create a good rapport. They are called 3 relationship enhancement variables. Thank you. Trustworthiness, attractiveness, and expertness. When these clients see that you are an expert, I'm a counseling psychologist in the area of this, then the trustworthiness, they see it, and then there is attractiveness. The way you speak matters a lot. The way you speak matters a lot. So speak candidly, speak clearly. Let them see the value or the virtue of clarity in you. You are clear in whatever you are saying. You are sure. You are an expert. You are an expert. They see the expertness. Be a guru. Be a guru. When they say something, they just try to even psychoeducate them a bit. I see. Okay, tell me more. It must have been very devastating. When people are in that state of a problem, they sometimes can develop stagnation because life in itself has so many challenges. Let them know that this person knows what they are saying. They are experts. Move the session like a mover in a movie and so forth. What about the way yes, you had asked, the way you do what? I dress. Yes, the way you dress is also very key because that is what I'm calling attractiveness. Attractiveness has to do even with the dressing code. If you dress in a funny way, they will concentrate on your dressing. Don't dress in a way that the dressing is so tight, they can see every part of the body. Don't also be very baggy. You look like a scarecrow. Mm. Yeah, don't be very tight. you look, I like that. Thank you. You know, you can also be very baggy in front of the client. You look like the scarecrow. They are wondering, what kind of a person am I dealing with? Instead of seeing a therapist, they see a scarecrow. Please, let us not intimidate our clients. That is called attractiveness. And that's what, and surely this this skill of rapport is very key, because if you don't win your client, you never move. Building rapport, that's why I'm concentrating on this skill with very many things. Any comment, any clarification you need, I'm here.
Let me ask.
Yes.
Yes, Maureen, let me ask. There are those clients that are very, very stubborn.
Yes.
And you have to, as you start the session, you have to.
You have
you
to.
want him to open up or her to open up. I'm saying.
Yes.
You are trying to see to it that he is or she is opening up, but then she's
Yes.
not. And they're very stubborn. I was talking of the clients, those ones that are very stubborn.
Yes.
Depending on where this, what has been, what's the problem with the client. So you try to talk to him or her just to open up, then the client becomes very adamant.
Yes.
What is the way now forward when it comes to such as marriage?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's why the skills. Thank you, Timothy. Yes, when you get a stubborn client, we can even get manipulative clients. When we get stubborn clients, we shall be dealing with a skill called silence. Sometimes use the skill of silence. When you use the skill of silence and at the same time they are not melting, you can you change the strategy now. You go changing the strategies and the techniques and asking them, could we maybe have a break of 5 minutes? Maybe they are doing something we call, what do we call the introspection? You know, there are some people who have faced very tough issues and they don't feel like they want to part away from them. They feel that's where the stubbornness sometimes come in. If you find it is becoming tense, you can ask for a break. You can change the methods of the skills you can change. Like now, if you realize they are stubborn and they are keeping quiet for a long time, make them aware of their behavior in a good way. As we began this session, it is like you are able to open up very well. But I can really see at some point you are really keeping quiet. Maybe if you don't mind, you can tell me more about what is making you keep quiet so much, and it was not like that before. Try to pick if they can be able to say a word. And when they say even a single word, don't even care. Dwell on that word they have said. It might open them. It might open them. And make sure most clients become stubborn. I have seen, because I have dealt with many, most clients become stubborn. And that one I have noted because the questioning or the way we are framing our questions are ambiguous. You know, you can frame your question in an ambiguous manner. You hear the client some you keep quiet, others will ask you, I didn't understand. Those who are courageous. Sishiki, unasema nini? Wengine watakuwa very rude. Mi sishiki vile unasema. Sielewi. Wengine watakwambia, I have had people telling me, mi sielewi kile unaniambia. Alafu ana lean behind anatigiza kichwa. Namwambia, tell me more about what you are saying. What did you not pick clearly? Then they talk. So they can be stubborn, Timothy, because they didn't understand. Others can be stubborn deliberately. And just try to pick the body language. If you can be able to pick something and ask them and they can open a bit, don't worry. Continue with them like that. Some will never be good. Some clients are very stubborn. And move the session with them through what they are going to give you. Pick the little until you move on. I don't know whether I have helped you, Timothy.
Very well, very well.
Yes, yes. Just pick one. We normally say in counseling, if I pick correctly, because I know people here are learned, it's only that we are doing counseling. We normally have very learned people in very big institutions. There are people who have been in school. In counseling, we do what we call discourse analysis. When we talk of a discourse, you take a word. When a client say, I'm bored, you don't just look at the word bored. Bored can have a whole session. The word bored, I'm bored. They tell you, I'm bored. It is something very big. Don't assume. Just try to analyze that word with them. Not as per the word, but we used to call it what? Are they semantics? Yes. If my Kiingereza inanikujia vizuri. Semantic, the meaning, yes. Semantics, yes, the meaning of what do they mean by that in a nutshell? Not the word itself. What do they mean when they say they are bored? What do they mean? They have a whole story, and that story can help you to help them. So let us also analyze the words. If they say, for example, clients have come and have told me, I'm fed up with this life. This marriage is becoming a nightmare, and this marriage is hard. Kwanza one told me, this marriage is very hard. Then I knew it's not about hard as a word. It's about hard as an issue. So don't take hard as a word. That's what I meant by semantic, the meaning. Take word hard as an issue. It's an issue. It's not just a word. It's an issue. So they come and say it's hard. It's an issue. It's not a word. It's painful. It's not just a word. It's an issue. Emotional, psychological, social. So try to establish which dimension that word is taking. Is it taking an emotional dimension, psychological toll on the person, the social, and what have you, so that you can be able to help that person. Thank you, Timothy, for opening my mind. You have really made me think deeper. Let me also clap for you. Yes. Millicent, Josphat, say something.
I have a question
Yes, my dear.
about building trust.
Mm-hmm.
When you encounter a client who maybe let's say you're talking about an issue,
Mm-hmm.
and when you're trying to understand them all, when you're having that conversation,
Yes.
they can pick a word
Mm-hmm.
and then turn it against you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're trying to like build a rapport with them.
Yes.
But they will constantly maybe pick a word from whatever you're saying,
Yes.
then turn it around.
Yes.
How do you deal with such?
Give me an example so that I can help you. An example.
So, let's say we're talking about someone who is struggling with something they're going through, maybe an emotional thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to understand from where they are,
Yes.
what is causing this emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe in your conversation or whatever, when you're trying to get the right, whatever they're going through, the emotion they're going through,
Yes.
you ask whether it is personally caused by somebody else or it's something that they are dealing with. They have created an idea within themselves.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe when you're telling them you've created an idea, from what you're telling me, it's an idea you've created.
Mm-hmm.
So they turn it around and tell you, so meaning whatever you're telling me is not that you're not helping me.
Mm.
You're creating me to be something else rather than what I'm telling you. I don't know whether I'm making sense.
You are making sense. I'm picking my DS. Okay.
How do you help them? Because you see, you're not attacking them, but you
Yeah,
also want them to express themselves.
Ebu, frame that word again. Make that statement so that I pick it. You are saying you tell them.
Like, let me say, I tell you, you're dealing with an emotion, but I want to understand this emotion from how it is.
Yes.
Then after listening, maybe you pick something like this, something they have created in their mind. It's not something that is there.
Yeah.
So you're trying to help them understand this is something that you can actually deal with, but you've already created an idea in your mind.
Okay.
So now, but you see, now they don't want to accept that part of I've created an idea and I've built on it for so long. So they'll reverse it to you and you're like, no, I've not created an idea. You're the one who's creating that idea in me.
Okay, I pick you, Millicent. I tell you something.
Yes.
Maybe there can be a mistake, really, in the way maybe the counselor is framing that statement. Most of the times, what we are supposed to do, maybe, for example, you say, if I picked correctly, I get me that clearly. If I picked correctly, it's like, it's like, then they do what we call clarification.
Yeah.
Don't clarify for them. In fact, even if you find that they have formed a mindset, like now they have conditioned themselves, don't say it as a counselor. Let it come from it's like, if I'm picking correctly, maybe you can clarify if this has been here and how it makes you feel, so that when it comes from them, how it makes me feel. When they say, for example, it makes me feel bitter, it's not you who has said bitter, it is them. So even if now you work on the bitterness is not coming from the counselor, but it is coming from the client. Are you picking me, Millicent?
Yes, I am.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
I
you.
am.
Yes. Yes. So make sure that even if as a counselor you have a third eye and you are proactive, you know, counselors are proactive. They can think beyond the client. But even if we think beyond the client, we are not in their world. We are not, we don't know their original story. They are telling us their story, but we don't know. So the clarification, they are the only ones who can make. So if they come up with the clarification, they will not blame you. Most of the clients are blaming the counselors because we are clarifying for them. Let them clarify. Yes, you can pick, but until you clarify from them so that they own, they will not blame you. I hope you pick me.
Yes, I do.
Am I saying something?
Yes, you are. Thank you.
And then another thing I can add, because you have mentioned that, in counseling, we use something we call I-we dichotomy. I-we dichotomy. And we avoid the word you as much as possible. Even when we are posing these questions, let us avoid the word you. Use the we dichotomy. We call them we dichotomy. When this one, you use the we, you are not judgmental.
Yeah.
We have come here because we can, so that we can work together. Where are we? In fact, don't tell the client, where are you? In fact, they feel disoriented and they feel alone, and you are there. Where are we? Yes, so that they feel this journey is not mine alone. We are together in this. Where are we? John, we started, where are we now? I feel we are moving in the right, that's very powerful. I feel, unaona, unatumia, I feel, ni mimi sasa, I feel we. Now, that's why I'm saying we dichotomy, very powerful in counseling. I feel we are moving in the right direction. We can talk more, unasikia? We can talk more about this if you don't mind. That one, they won't feel judged. we can talk more about this if you don't mind. So the you now comes in the middle, but you have not started with it. Where are we now? I normally ask my clients that and they laugh. Kama leo nilikauliza, where are we? Kakaniuliza, tuko hapa. Nika, hey, we are here. And what are we saying? What is Brian saying today as we move on? No, what is Brian saying today as we move on? I'm not saying as you move on. This grant is not alone. It's a journey we are together. Are you picking Millicent and others?
Yes, yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, please, counselors, use the IV dichotomy. And when you go, maybe you can search the IV dichotomy and the way you can use it in counseling. It's very powerful. You get many questions on we. We are together in this. Even the Trinity says, God, the Father, the Son, the God does not say, I created we. And that remains very powerful. We. The Father is in me and I'm in him. Naona hiyo dichotomy vile inaenda vizuri. We are. I am because we are. And there is somebody who said, I am because we are. Yes, I am. I think I used to learn that when I was in school. I've remembered. I am because we are. I am because we are. That's a counseling perspective in short. Thank you. Somebody is saying something? Rapport is really making some sense. Anybody else with an input? Thank you, Millicent, for your input. These inputs are very powerful because they make us go deeper. Okay, the fourth one is we have said active listening, empathy, building rapport. Now we are in open questioning. Is another very important skill. So when we talk of open questioning, they are called open-ended questions. Tell me more. For example, tell me more. Those are open questions. Tell me more. What happened? Very powerful. What happened? When did it start? When did it start? And when did it start? What were you able to do at that time? A whole story comes. For example, when you tell somebody what happened, tell me more, it must have been very devastating. If you don't mind, you can share more. Even that one is also therapeutic. You can share more about what happened and so forth. I had a client on Saturday and Friday last week, a grown-up woman around 40. And when she came for therapy, she told me, I have a story of my life. I don't know where to start. I don't know where do I start counselor. Then I told her, start anywhere. Give the client the freedom. You can start anywhere. And it was so nice. She was able to pick what she felt was good for her at that time. Let us not tell the clients, start when you are born. Who told you it's where they want? Let them start even at the present if they want. Then they go to the start, then they go to the mid. Allow them to digress. Then I told her, start anywhere, my dear. I'm here. So that we can walk together. And it became very therapeutic for her. She told me, I have really felt nice. Hiyo therapy hata sikuchoka, ni yeye aliniambia mambo. Because I allowed her. And I didn't intervene. I only intercepted where need was required, when I needed clarification. If you don't mind, maybe you can tell me more about what happened that time and how you managed. Then she could go back and make clarifications. Then she goes back to where she wants. Even the one talking of patients, I don't know whether it is Ashley. Ashley, you said you work in a facility?
No, I work in Nairobi Chapel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wherever, yeah. Somebody works in a hospital? Somebody said something like that? I don't, whatever the case. If you are working with patients, those patients are human beings, only that they are suffering. Let them also somehow express themselves. Wherever you are dealing with even children with special needs. They have direction. They have something. They have a wealth of knowledge. Kidogo tu. Wherever you go, allow people to be with what we call control. Allow them to be with some control. They will respect you also. So open questioning. I have given an example. And if I may go back, I can say when we use the open questioning, they encourage clients to talk more, and they also encourage detailed information. Avoid asking cross-ended questions. What did he say? Then the client, you say, he said, I'm bad. Full stop. Wewe utaboeka kwa hiyo therapy mpaka uchoke. Because you have just asked a very direct question. Eh? What did you carry to school? Bananas. Now that one, a banana, they will kill you with those words because they just be giving you direct. You are not helping them to go inside. Tell me when the journey started to school. What is this that happened before you arrived at school? Kama ni katoto tu. Kama huyo nilimuuliza. Now that you are at home, briefly, maybe you can explain what made you feel like you don't want to be at school. I'm telling you, he gave me a whole story, 1 hour. He was very, very articulate. I wanted to get out of school because, and the reasons, and the reasons, and the reasons, and the reasons, and the reasons. And then now I went. Let therapy not kill you there. Use open-ended questions. Let people express themselves. They are the author of their own lives. We know nothing. Joan, say something. You have raised your hand.
I have a question on that, on the questioning.
Yes.
Is it correct to say that we should avoid questions with why, because they sound a bit judgmental?
Yes, avoid why questions. Avoid why. Mostly use questions with what and how. That is what is very how. How? What happened? How did you deal with it? These ones will create a storyline. Why they are judgmental. Why did you do that? They are very defensive questions. So why? Thank you, John. Why questions are not allowed? Why? We normally advocate for what and how. Yes, how and what. Thank you. For example, if I ask a child, why were you sent out of school? Do you think that child will talk? No. What happened? When did it start? When you say what happened, you really disconnect the person from the issue. We normally say in a theory called narrative theory, we normally say the person is not the problem is the problem. The person is never the problem is the problem. So we address the issue but not the person. Leave the person alone, address the issue. What is this issue that is making this person bad? Address it. Address the issue, but not the person. So that when you separate the person from the problem, they feel valued. And when they feel valued, because they don't feel judged, they share And when they share, it's when now you pick and you can be able to help them to disconnect themselves from the problem. I hope that one is clear. My good counselors. Thank you.
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Further on that one about disconnecting the problem and the person.
Mm-hmm.
We get deeper.
I go deeper.
Kindly.
Thank you, thank you. You are, yeah. Okay. When I talk of, thank you for that. Some words just come and I say, let me use them because I'm dealing with counselors. We say the person is not the problem is the problem. The person, I want us to do something we are calling discourse analysis. See, I said that. The person is not the problem. The problem is the problem. The problem is the problem. So what we are trying to say here is the person may be the one who is related to this problem, but we need to help this person get disconnected with the problem. For example, if a student is rebellious, let us not try to make this person feel like they own the rebellion. The rebellion may have got into them, but they are not the problem. It's the rebellion that is the problem. So if they work on the rebellion, they will not be a problem anymore. If they work on the indiscipline, they will not be connected with indiscipline anymore. If they disconnect themselves with lateness, they will not be called latecomers. So the person is not the problem. It is the problem that is the problem. We are attacking the problem, but we are not attacking you. Is it okay, Esipa? I don't know whether I'm clear.
Yes, it is very clear. Thank you.
Okay. What are you interpreting also? You can also interpret it further.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, do. I ask.
Is this the
John.
same scenario we were being taught by our parents when we were young, that once we were being beaten, it's not us who were beaten, it's the mistakes that was being caned?
Yes, thank you. Wewe uko choje. Yes, they used the same principle. That's the principle used by our parents. Mi sikuchapi, nachapa shida. Yeah, because the person is not the problem is the problem. So that they disconnect you with the problem and you become a good person. Thank you, John. Thank you, John, very much. I can see you have remembered the past time we used to live when our parents were very strict. Anakugoga anakwambia mi sikuchapi, nachapa laziness. So when you see yourself lazy, you get away very fast and you'll not be beaten. Thank you, that's good. I hope you are learning a lot from these skills now, eh?
Teacher, I remember while disciplining my kids, I used to tell them, I'm beating the lies.
Thank you. Thank you. You are not beating them, you are beating the lies.
I'm not beating the kid, I'm beating the lies in them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And did they change the behavior?
Yes, they did. In fact, even they used to write down all that they have lied to me. So before I come from work, they will have written everything that they have done. They have written their mistakes. So I separate the mistake from them. I used to separate the mistake from them.
Very good. You have reminded me something. Ni Jemima.
No, it's Mary.
Mary, let me put this question I've just remembered before I forget. Who is James? Who is James without laziness? See, that's a very point. Who is you? I normally ask my client this. Who is James without laziness? Like another man, nilimuuliza alicheka. What is his name? kwani nakumbuka nasahau that man and the way we have gone for many sessions. Nikamuuliza, who is Kuria without alcohol? Akaamka and he is not a young man, he is 50. Akaamka akaamsha kitu akaniambia, yes, Kuria is sober without alcohol. That was very powerful. Kuria is powerful without alcohol. Who is James without alcohol? Who is James without reasoners? Eh? Who is that person without that? So we separate them. In fact, they are able to do what we call self-discovery. Those open-ended questions are very key because they lead to something we call self-discovery. Yes, awakening questions. Thank you. Thank you. They read, open-ended questions lead to self-discovery. You can note somewhere. They lead to self-discovery. And I hope you are noting all this. You may not get them in the notes. You know, we are discussing deeply. For us, we are imagining we are in a physical class. So that at least, and we are dealing with the clients. Can we go to the other skill? Yes, the other skill is called reflection of feelings. Reflection of feelings. Reflection of feelings. When I talk of reflection of feelings, it is you restate the client's words. Restate. I heard you say. If I picked correctly, it's like you said, then you just restate those words. Restate them again. And then when you restate them, they will be able to express their emotions or give their right messages. If I picked correctly, it's like I heard you say that your past was very, very devastating. And then the client will say, actually it was. And it makes me very bitter when I remember the way my father used to beat us with no good reason, the many times we slept outside. So you are helping the client to go deeper. So when we use reflection of feelings, we help them to go deeper. And they do what we call self-reflection. Ensure that, and you do that in the understanding stage. I don't know whether you have done stages of counseling when you did the model, like Gerard Egan. You did the model of a competent, reflective Gerard Egan. Did you do him? Gerard Egan, the skilled helper. Did you do him in the model?
Personally, no.
Yes.
No.
Which
No.
model did you do?
No, not yet. None.
At none. Yes. Or you forgot. You know, sometimes we can forget. We have models of competent reflective counselors, and one of it could be Gerard Egan. Okay. Who talks about the current scenario, talks about the preferred scenario and action. So when the client comes for therapy, the current scenario is what they are going through. The preferred is where they want to be. The action is the change they want to take. So when we are in this self-reflection, we are in the preferred scenario. You make them do reflections so that now they move to where they want to be. They move to where they want to be. That is the preferred scenario. They move to where they would like to be. The current scenario was not good. Preferred, they will get there when they do self-reflection. Then thirdly, they will take action for the change they want in their lives. Don't worry. When we shall be dealing with theories going forward, we shall be mentioning some of these models. No worries. No worries. We shall mingle them there because counseling is a matter of just integrating many things. So what I was saying, when we are in self-reflection, we are in the second stage. We call it, in counseling, we have the first stage we call exploration. Then we have understanding stage, the one I'm calling preferred, where clients understand themselves. Then we have the action. So in the understanding stage, it's where you do self-reflection. You help them to reflect on their lives and ask them, what do you think can be done differently? Now that that happened, what can be done differently? That one gives them what we call self-reflection. Self-reflection. I had also talked about the silence. Silence is also a skill. This is where you give space for the client to think. Don't talk all the times. You can even spend 5 minutes, you relax with the client and then give them time. Tell them, let us give ourselves 5 minutes, digest what we have been talking about, and then you help them to process the emotions, let them process on their own. Give them that atmosphere that is very conducive so that they can be able to pick themselves up. In fact, the main idea of silence is to help the client pick themselves up. They're able to pick, they are able to fill the gaps. So silence is very therapeutic. In between your sessions, have intervals of silence. Kama vile tunakuaga news, commercial break, commercial break, commercial break. Counseling should also have commercial break. Inoro dagetari, commercial break. First segment, break. Second segment, break. Third segment. Let the clients wapumue. Acha kupeleka 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 client kama baiskeli ya kuibiwa. Unajua tunawapeleka kama baiskeli ya kuibiwa sometimes. Ati tutoke therapy tuko na haraka. We ujue wana wa is heading. Unapeleka huyo mtu. Surely that's not therapy. We see therapy. I would rather use your 1 hour, sikatai. Lakini when you use your 1 hour, give those intervals. Very important. Okay. Silence. Then we can give the last one. It is called paraphrasing. When I talk of reflection, you are stating the same words, but paraphrasing, the counselor uses his or her own words. In paraphrasing, content is the same, lakini the words are the counselors. If I heard you well, it's like there was a lot of differences between the client never said that, but the content is the same. Your parents had so many differences as you grew up. You are doing what you call paraphrasing. So note the difference between reflection and paraphrasing. And then another skill you can use is called genuineness. Be genuine. It's also a skill. Being genuine is a skill. Be very genuine and transparent, ensuring that what you are saying is matching with what you show on the face. Don't be incongruent. Be congruent. And a skill that is normally ignored, and it is very critical, it's called challenging skill. Challenge and confront. But we are told before we challenge, we do what? Before you challenge, you appreciate. Pick the good things first. Then pick the negative ones later. Challenging is very important. Challenge the clients. Tell them, I heard you talk about the way your life has been hard. Yet, you really praise your wife, whom you have been blaming most of the time. Maybe you can clarify. Yes, that is confrontation in a good way. They are complaining about something, and at the same time, they are praising that thing. Confront them to get the clarity of the matter, and so forth. I hope, as far as I'm concerned, those are some of the skills that you can use to help you deal with the clients. And it can be okay.
Let me ask you one.
Yes.
Can you have crowns in a session?
Can you have?
Crowns in a session.
Can you have?
That is to say,
Yeah.
I'm trying to say that I'm trying to say this, that it is me and my wife coming for a session at the same time.
Yes. 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 You can. You can. It is called family therapy or couple therapy. Ebu come again. You are asking if you can have a session with your wife.
Yes, like now you see now they are will say like couple they are having a difference. And maybe this is now the man who has come to me to seek for advice or rather for counseling. And again, now you see, my take maybe will be that I'll listen to the husband first, rather than listening to both of them at the same time. I don't know. I just need an advice.
Okay, thank you. Okay, if the husband and the wife are having an issue and they need therapy, they can decide if they want to come together, depending. Some people, I have had such cases, and some people prefer sometimes the cases I have had, the husband comes first, they prefer, according to the preference. Catherine, you also give us something. The husband comes first. In fact, in that case, the husband came twice. Then the wife came twice. Then they came, both of them. But there was another case I had, both of them came at the same time. There was another one I had, only the lady came. So sometimes they do not agree to come, both of them. If they are not agreeing, just deal with the one who want to therapy. Leave the other one. Yes, you cannot force them. But if they are willing to come, the two of them, deal with them. If they are not willing, just deal with the one coming. That's how I operate. If they call me and they say, I want to come for therapy, I don't know whether my wife will agree. Then as we talk, he tells me, can I come? I need therapy myself. Even if she doesn't come, I need it. So they come. Another time they call and they say, we are coming, the two of us. Then they come. So some come, the two of them, some each individual, some may never come, the two of them. So don't you worry. Whoever is willing to come can come and help them accordingly in an independent manner. If they come, the two of them, well and good. I don't know whether that one, I have answered your question.
Yes, you have.
Yes. Work with the willing buyer. Willing buyer, willing seller. You know, clients can be very complex. Even you can have a family, the parents do not want to come for therapy and they are the problem. The child is the one willing. Let the child come. help the child. Like I had this case, the parents are the problem, but the daughter is the one that is realizing there is a problem. They never came, but the girl came and she is helped. The parents do not think they have a problem, but they have, according to the story I was given by the daughter. Then when she came for 2 sessions, she told me, now I know the direction to take counselor. I think I'll try to negotiate my life the best way possible. I respect my both parents because they are my parents, but I'll negotiate my own life without having bias on any. That was very powerful for such a young girl, 19 years. Because she told me, I'm not able to make relationships with young men because of what I see at home. And I have come because I need you to help me with this. I want to pick something that will help me be able to move on with my life. Not discarding my parents, still living with them, but I also have my own choices in life without being affected by what is going on. It was very difficult. It was a very hard session for me, very hard. She wants to live with the parents. They are very supportive because they have money and they are paying for her. But at the same time, they are affecting her emotionally and socially because she cannot be able to make social networks. She cannot be able to make relationships, not only with young men, but even with other people. I make relationships within 2 times, one month. I have disconnected. I don't want to see anybody. That was very serious. And she was suffering. Anyway, the willing buyer is the one you deal with. Somebody had raised the hand.
Yes, I have a question on building rapport.
Yes.
And also when we become empathetic, sometimes maybe we can get a client who is very, let me use the word sensitive emotionally. An example, let's say, maybe it's a marriage that or a relationship that is not going so well. And then in the process of building that rapport, you're warm, you're listening. Maybe they feel connected emotionally and maybe start crossing some boundaries. Maybe they start saying, my wife doesn't listen to me the way you listen to me. You can already tell they're crossing a boundary. How do you bring back the session with professionalism without losing that rapport that you're trying to create?
You take a neutral stance. Take a neutral stance. Take a neutral stance and be a container. A container. A container in the sense that a counselor is a container. You take things, but then when those things are getting out of you, you are sieving them. You are not just removing them. You don't cross the boundaries. You take a neutral stance. You listen to both ends with an open eye, and you don't side with anybody. But you be very, very neutral. Speak neutrally. And at the same time, if you are confronting the husband, confront, I'm not refusing. And at the same time, try to balance also with the wife. Do not try in a couple to side with anyone because they will go with a win-win game. Don't cross the boundaries. Check on that side, confront that side, check on the other side, balance, and ask them, what do you think as a couple can be done differently? Maybe you have been differing because of the way I hear you talk about this issue. Maybe if you don't mind, you can explore it here. Then once they explore, you ask them, have you been able to reach a common ground, the two of you? Because it's about the two of you. It's not about one of you. And that's why you came here. It's difficult, but you try to make a neutral stance and be a container. A container haina leak. Hairiki ovyo ovyo. Unajua ukitoa particularly a couple, they are very sensitive. Unatoa maneno ukisieve. So that the two of them, by the end of the day, hawakuoni kama somebody who is discriminative. You know, they come attacking each other. Huyu anafanya hivi. Kama moja ile walikuja akasema, wewe you really wronged me. You slept outside with another woman. If I was not very careful, I would have sympathized. I didn't sympathize. I empathized, and I was able to work it out. Then I told the young man, maybe I never told him first to apologize. If you don't mind, talk to your wife and maybe tell her what made you behave that way. Do you know he did it very well? I really accept I did a wrong thing and I have never done it again, and I know it pains her. And even if she says it again and again, I really own it. And it was so therapeutic. I was not there to attack the man. I'm not the one living in that marriage. And I'm telling you that the young couple had separated for 3 months. And when I talked to them that day, the mother of the boy told me, what did you tell them? Wameenda kwao. Si unaona? Waache. Wapeleke tu maneno hapo wa explore wao wenyewe. Then they come to a conclusion. By the end of the day, they remain the couple. Am I helping you?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay, someone else want to comment? Please do.
Just a question and a concern.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible we stick to one teacher? Because if we need to stick to Liz, we stick, at least if it's you, we stick to you, because I think even I'm understanding better. So I don't know what we're supposed to change walimu, but I would rather have you. I understand now.
I don't know what Emmanuel is talking about, but if I picked him correctly, he said he has given me this class. I heard him say that. I don't know. I heard him say that. Let us be optimistic that they will continue.
Welcome, walimu. We want you. I want you personally. You know, like I'm now a good student. I am understanding. You know, understanding coming.
Hey, and the way I'm new to you. Eh? Okay.
I think she's right, because I've been in sessions where you have lots of teachers and every teacher has a way of teaching. So if we can have one teacher who teaches, we will understand, because now it will be bringing another teacher, learning how they teach, and before you learn them, exams are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get you. We get you. We get your concern. We get your concern. I am also picking what you are saying. Optimistic that it continues.
Yes, don't forget to tell them we want you personally. You. Yes, that one should be, and I will say, if I have to call someone, I will call, because here we will continue with Liz Kaguni. That's what we want now.
Appreciate and thank you. Thank you very much. Because we need to help. As one of you is saying, getting used to another one sometimes become a problem. That's true. I also agree with the one who says you want this, and the other one is saying before you even get used to the other one, changes. Thank you. Let us, that one will be sorted. Tomorrow we are together, so I'll talk to Emmanuel tomorrow. I'll talk to him, and then I'll confirm when we meet. I also like continuity. When I start with the students, I continue with them so that we can be able to connect and also take them somewhere. You know, we need growth as counselors.
Yes.
Yeah, we need growth. Somebody was asking another question. What, by the way, when are we ending the lesson today? Maybe I can be informed. I don't know. When are we ending this session? When do you normally end so that I can also
If
pick
I'm
your
not wrong, 9:30.
Yes?
If I'm not wrong, 9:30.
Okay, so it is okay. It is okay. At least we have time. We have time. We are through with the skills, and the way I normally like handling my class is like at one point, let me first discuss something. Then at one point we shall do what we are calling, what do we call it? A discussion. Even if it is online, you do it. We have someone to be a coordinator. The other one will record the points. Then we can do something that I'm going to tell you. The counseling process, it is me to do, but I'll tell you what to do the discussion on. But before we go on, I want to talk about something here. We have talked about the counseling skills. I want to talk about the key behavioral and attending skills. Key behavioral and attending skills. In counseling, we have what we call attending skills. When we are dealing with our clients, there is attention we give them. And I'll mention 3 key behavioral and attending skills. And one of it is body posture. Body posture. Body posture. Body posture. Body posture. You are located in different places. Why are you at any given time able to meet at a place where things can be done practically? Or what do you normally do? Do you schedule for a time? You look for a central point whereby some of these things can be done practically. I'm not saying now, but with the time. Because some of these skills, you need to see them. Anyway, that one will be decided. When I talk of body posture, I talked about something I call solar. But we shall try to modify even, were it not for the rights. We would even get a good space where everybody can be seen, and then I can sit and show you. Only that I feared the power. Like now my phone is 30. I'm really hoping that it will finish. So when I talk of body posture, it is where now you sit. You sit on a chair, not in the middle, not at the end, not leaning on the chair. You don't lean on the chair, but right ni baya. Right ni baya imeniharibia leo. Okay, you sit in the middle, your legs, you don't cross them, and the hands, you put them on the thigh. Right hand on the right leg, left hand on the left thigh. Then you look forward, don't lean forward and don't lean backward. Then you look at the client very well. Usimkodolee macho, umwangalie pole pole. Hiyo ndio tunaita open posture, where you are very, very attentive. Then another key behavioral quality is called vocal qualities. Behavioral or attending skills, vocal qualities. Your tone, your volume, your pitch. For example, you don't have to have a monotonous tone. Unaongea kwa sauti moja mpaka unamaliza. Other time, what happened? It must have been very sad. Unaona, unaweka tu, okay, and what did you do? You mean it? Very important. When a client says something scaring, so that you can be at the same level. And he did that. He raped you. Were you able to run away? They feel good. Be with them. The tone, vary the tone. Okay. And then, and so forth. Yes, use different tones. Somebody is saying use different tones. Thank you, the one who is reminding me that. And another behavioral attending skill as a counselor, record keeping. You maintain accurate and ethical confidential notes. One class was asking me, teacher, are we supposed to write as we talk to our clients? Then I told them, according to me, no. But once I get out of the therapy session, I can write confidentially. Let us not write when the clients can see. The only person who is allowed to do that is a doctor. They write when the client can see, because they are going to refer it to another person. That's why they write. But for us, we are the owners, so don't write when they are there. Don't even record the clients without their consent. Record keeping is confidential. Yes. And finally, these three behavioral skills, that is body posture, vocal qualities, and record keeping, we use them through specific models. We have specific models that we shall be using in our day-to-day life as we do counseling, called CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. That one is whereby you try to restructure the thoughts of a client. I can help you here. Cognitive behavioral therapy, it's whereby you try to change the mind of a person through asking questions. Marianne, you want to say something? Marianne, you want to say something?
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, I'm saying these behavioral attending skills, we can use them through specific techniques. CBT is called cognitive behavioral therapy. This CBT, it will be a recurring technique in our sessions, whereby we try to restructure or change the behaviors of people through restructuring the way they think. For example,
Has the teacher muted?
I think she got lost. I think issues to do with the power.
Labda kamezima.
Yeah, ni kama kamezima. Alikuwa anatuambia mambo ya power. But believe me, he's a very good teacher.